Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rogers Base here. You are watching TheBitBlock, a.k.a. WeFolder Josh, a.k.a. the guy who doesn't matter because I'm the one you tune into these discussion for. Today,
This is why I don't let you introduce them.
Excuse me? I'm introducing the show. You better be quiet, Josh.
Sorry, sir.
So today, obviously, I'm joined by WeFolder Josh,
Yeah.
a.k.a. TheBitBlock,
Yeah.
because it is his channel after all. And I'm also joined by Mike, who is one of my co-hosts on Japan Time, our lovely editor. So, Mike, say hi to everybody.
Hey, everyone.
And so for today's discussion, I'm taking the lead a little bit because these are two games that Josh truly does not care about,
Yep.
and yet I adore, and I'm pretty sure, Mike, you're pretty excited for these two. Am I right?
The last one.
All right,
Okay.
perfect.
What? Am I alone?
You're always
Excited for
alone.
this first game?
I mean, I got opinions on it, but
All right.
I'm interested on it.
Today, guys, we are going to be talking about Fire Emblem If for 3DS. If isn't the American name, it's just the Japanese name. But it's the new Fire Emblem game for 3DS. And Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is the sequel to spiritual sequel to Xenoblade. It's on Wii U. The new trailer looks mind-blowing. Which do you guys want to start with?
Fire Emblem.
All right.
Can I say
Fire
one
Emblem?
thing? I want to say the one thing that I noticed about the trailer.
I swear to God, if you say Hogwarts, I'm going to jump out of this computer and smack you in the face.
Okay, all right then. A little strange to lash out at me like that, but you know what else is new? The transitions between the map and the actual battle looked really good.
They do.
Now, is that new, or am I just not noticing that from the other 3DS game?
So that was actually in Awakening. The
No.
weird like transition animations where they went between like
Was it?
yeah
No,
the sprite.
it totally wasn't. I think you might be It's like when you run into an enemy on the map, you know, it like
Yeah.
instantly pans down. I think before it like faded to a black screen and then loaded it.
Yeah.
It's like seamless now.
Oh, maybe
Roger,
that's
do you
because-
want me to teach you about Fire Emblem?
buddy? Fire Emblem is one of my favorite series, and you don't even like it.
I should probably teach you a thing or two about it sometime then, huh?
All right. Well, regardless, this game looks amazing. It's from the development team that made Awakening. The character models are all done by the same guy who did them for Fire Emblem Awakening as well. Hopefully, the 8-4 team localizes it because they did a fantastic job with the localization and the script for Awakening, and I could not be more excited. I think the trailer was really, really, really good.
How much different does it look from Awakening?
Not at all, which is why I like it.
Okay then.
It's more what I want.
You're very easy to please.
No, I like Fire
Yeah.
Emblem, man. I cannot. Mike, what did you think of it?
I don't know. That was kind of my problem. It looks too much like Awakening.
What? You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Awakening is a great arts. They have feet this time, though. They have feet.
Yeah,
this
they do
time.
have feet this time.
Yeah, they added feet to the characters, which is kind of cool.
What a
No.
sentence. What a sentence.
What?
They added feet to the characters, which is kind of cool. What are you saying?
But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for it. Hopefully they bring back the marriage system because I really do want to see that.
Oh,
come
they
back.
will. Of course they will.
I don't know. I don't necessarily think they will bring back children though, because that was a very time travel kind of exclusive thing with Awakening. So unless this game is about time travel too, then I don't think we're getting kids again.
Is Shulk in Fire Emblem?
No.
I,
That-
just want-
I know you. I literally know you just said that to make a transition, but I am.
I said
skipping
that to anger you. Shulk's in
can't
there, right?
anger me
Looks
at
like it.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, while we're on the topic of Fire Emblem, let's talk about two things. One, Fire Emblem characters are going to be in codename Steam. So we saw that Fire Emblem amiibos are not just useless after you use them in Smash Brothers. You can use them in codename Steam. I'm assuming they'll be usable in Fire Emblem as well, the new Fire Emblem 3DS game.
Mhm.
Did you guys think that was cool at all from the codename Steam?
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, playable
Why did they
characters
include
is way
Snow?
better
Looks
than
so
nothing.
weird, though. Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine is mad because he has to buy that game now because he loves Fire Emblem.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well,
Is Marth in it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be hard to get. That's going to be a rare character to get then.
Well, no. Did you hear the other news? Because they also announced that Marth amiibos are going to be getting a restock.
No.
So they just announced that today. So for all you guys who are scalpers who bought off all those Marths thinking that they're going to be lots and lots of money,
Damn it.
joke's on you, buddy.
I
You're
got a
out
closet
50
full
bucks.
of them. I'm going to have to burn them. No, I actually don't have a single Marth amiibo. I never got him.
Really?
I held one, and I looked at his face and thought it looked hilariously derpy, and then I just put it back.
That seems to be the general consensus with Marth, is that his amiibo
Morth.
looks really strange.
He is Morth.
Yeah, Morth. Morth joins Petch and Lonk.
Wait, who's
their names,
Petch?
right? Petch is Peach.
She actually looks good in the Super Mario Brothers amiibo, which we'll talk about later.
I didn't mean the amiibo of Peach. No, God, no. The amiibo of Peach looks great.
What did you mean?
I'm talking about like Petch, like the weird meme. I don't know. People will talk about it in the comments.
Okay.
I guarantee it. They'll know who Petch is.
Okay.
So the other thing I want to bring up, though, while we're on the topic of Fire Emblem, because when I first saw the trailer, I thought the game was this, and it wasn't. Guys, where the heck is Shin Megami Tensei Cross?
Canceled.
There you go.
Is
Might
it
as well
canceled?
I mean, they announced it like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, and we have not seen anything in that game.
You know who's making that? The same people that are localizing Flipnote Studio 3D.
No, but the difference is, during E3, I was at the Codename Steam conference last year. I was in the roundtable event, and somebody asked, I know you guys are making this new IP. They asked the Intelligent System guys, and they said, we know you just came out with Paper Mario. Would you please work on an Advance Wars? Or could you give us an update on Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem? And the team was like, no, sorry, we can't talk about that. And then someone else asked, is that game even still in development? And they said, we can't talk about that, but rest assured, that's still on the way. So they have not outright canceled the game. The game is still on the release schedule as of the most recent investor call for Nintendo in Japan. So the game is not canceled. What I honestly feel like is that Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem is the Last Guardian equivalent for Nintendo. Last Guardian, we've waited on that game for PlayStation for like 4 or 5 years. That game is never coming out at this point. I feel like that's what's going to happen with Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem. Or maybe they're waiting for Persona 5 to release, and then they're going to put those characters in that game and then release it. But,
That could be it.
yeah, that's the only explanation I could think of at this point.
All right.
That's it. Yeah. So Fire Emblem, I love it. I'm excited for it. You guys seem kind of meh on it.
I'm beyond. I'm past meh. I can't even get meh registered in enthusiasm.
You can't even get one little Splatoon in your pants.
Listen. Yeah, I could not be. I'm negative Splatooning over Fire Emblem as a series.
All right. Well, one game.
I don't think it's bad, for the record. I just think it's not for me. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not commenting on its quality.
One game I do think though will have you Splatooning is Xenoblade Chronicles X, because that trailer looked amazing. It looked amazing. Mike, let them know. Let these people know how amazing this game is.
It was absolutely breathtaking. It was just all like, that's an open world game.
Yes.
Which I can appreciate.
That's how they should do it. What did you say, Josh?
I said, which I can appreciate. Open world games are something that I'm desperately missing these days, so I can definitely respect it for that.
And I do honestly feel like graphically it's gorgeous. I'm still kind of weirded out by like the character models because they look like weird baby doll anime characters.
You know what they look like? They look like them weird like puppet shows in America from the 50s with like the Thunderbirds or whatever it was called. Where they're, like,
they do a little bit actually.
Like Team America, where like that type of a look.
Yeah, they kind of look like Team America puppets.
Which is unsettling.
See, now I can't unsee it, Josh.
Yep. I ruined it for you. Gotcha.
Yeah. But I mean, everything in that trailer looked great. I mean, people are already talking about like analyzing every little frame and seeing,
like that scene where he jumps off the cliff into the water.
Oh
like,
my god!
I haven't seen a sense of scale like that in a game in a long time.
And I think on top of the game just looking open world, I think it's doing a really good job of creating its own lore within the Xenoblade universe now. Because originally they were like, oh, it's a Xenoblade title, but it's a spiritual successor, blah, blah, blah. It feels pretty much like a sequel at this point, because there were Telethia in that trailer. And for those of you guys who did not play Xenoblade, Telethia are those big blue flying-looking creatures. And they play a very integral part in the first game's story. So to see them come back tells me that spoiler alert, when a certain character, again, spoiler alert if you haven't played Xenoblade, when a certain character creates the world anew at the end of the game, I'm assuming this is the new world that he created.
I mean, one of the main characters has a Monado hairpin.
There you go. See?
So,
all right,
maybe that's Shulk's kid. That'd be crazy.
I got 2 questions for you guys. as somebody who doesn't really follow the game very closely. Question the first. If I don't want to do anything but fly around in giant mechs and enjoy the view, can I do that?
Sure.
All right. Well, there you go. I'm holding you to that.
You can play You have to play up to like Gower Plains to get to that point in Xenoblade, but it's like an hour and a half, and then you're there.
All right. Sounds good. That's all I'm doing. And what is with the American flags in this?
Well, because they said it takes place in New Los Angeles, is the name of the main city in the game.
Why do they speak Japanese then?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Hole in the plot. Unless the Japanese are just going to start living with us.
Well, you got to remember the world was born anew, so maybe it just came to be that Japanese was the official language of North America.
Okay.
And maybe all the English characters are living in Japan, like the weeaboos and otaku they are.
There you go. You've got this all planned out.
Discover the plot. Now, Shulk and his family are going to take down a bunch of otakus in Japan. You heard it here first. In New Japan, New Tokyo.
Is Shulk just wearing his underwear?
Worried about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, what were you saying, Mike?
Yeah, one thing that I'm worried about that they haven't talked about since the release, when they first revealed it, was they kind of hinted at online multiplayer.
Did they?
And they haven't. Yeah. It was like a chat box and everything.
I remember that. And they had like the dolls and the mechs that were flying in the air, and they all had different hit bars.
Yeah, in the second trailer, you could see like players idling.
That's right. I mean, the game comes out in April in Japan, which is nuts to me that game is... That is what you call a tight development cycle, because that game was announced at the beginning of 2013. It's an enormous game, open world, gorgeous. Monolith Soft has been putting in work. That was a good acquisition by Nintendo. This game is going to be released within 2 years of when it was first announced. It looks gorgeous, and I cannot wait to play it.
Will you be sad if there's not online multiplayer?
Not really, because there was none in Xenoblade. I think it would have been a cool feature, but if they had to cut it to get it released in April, I really don't care. Release it as DLC or something.
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
feel the same way. I mean, it would be cool, but like...
And then can we talk about the music, too? Oh!
Yeah, the music is great.
Music is by the person who did the music for Attack on Titan, and it is just phenomenal. Really, really good. It's the same team that did the music for Xenoblade.
I was just going to say, the original game had good music.
Yeah. Original game had amazing music. You should know, because Shulk's your favorite character in Smash Brothers, right?
Only when he's just wearing his underwear. Yeah.
Of course. All right, so...
I hate Shulk, and you know it. Don't try to...
With that, we are going to wrap up this discussion, and we'll be back with another discussion very soon.
Yep. One that I'll understand what we're talking about in.
Probably.
Maybe.